when your heart's bleeding and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young and I didn't understand that you are the one, and I can't wait to see you
like a Hellcat.
Tommy Vassetti? Shit.
Didn't they never let him out?
He kept his head down, helps people forget.
People will remember soon enough. When they see him walking down the streets of their neighborhoods, it will be bad for business.
Well, what are we gonna do, Sonny?
We treat him like an old friend and keep him busy out of town, okay? We've been talking about expanding down south, right? Vice City is 24-karat gold these days. The Colombians, the Mexicans, hell, even those Cuban refugees are cutting themselves a piece of some nice action.
But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit.
Times are changing. The families can't keep their backs turned while our enemies reap the rewards. So, we send someone down to do the dirty work for us and cut ourselves a nice, quiet slice, okay? Who's our contact down there?
Ken Rosenberg, schmuck of a lawyer. How's he gonna hold Vassetti's leash?
We don't need him to. We just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Give it a few months. Then we go down. Pay him a little visit, right? See how he's doing.
Hey, guys, it's Ken Rosenberg here. Hey, great, hey. Well, I'm gonna drive you guys to the meet, okay? Now, I've talked to the suppliers, and they are very keen to start a business relationship. So, if all goes well, we should be doing very nicely for ourselves, which is, you know, good. Okay, so they're brothers, okay? One operates the business, and the other one does the flying. Okay, that's them in the chopper. All right, here's the deal. They want a straight exchange on open ground. All right? Okay, stay tight. Let's go.
Got it?
100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend.
Let me see it.
The greens?
10s and 20s. Used.
I think we have a deal, my friend.
Oh, shit! Come on, get out of here! Drive!
I poked my head out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and fate shovels shit in my face.
Go get some sleep.
What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
Денежек добрый всем, кто присутствует, хотя никого нету. Надо же было забыть. Так. Субтитры выключил. Только со звуком как теперь все. Даже не знаю.
Around nudie clubs, discos, drinking. Do
Надеюсь,
people
меня
want to be
нормально будет
moral?
слышно.
Can you legislate
Мне придется
morality? Can
перенастраивать.
we tell people
Лучше
how to live their
перенастраивать.
lives?
Ну так, мало ли.
Absolutely. Yes, of course I can. Just look at Prohibition or the Cultural Revolution in China. We...
Так. Задержка все равно одна минута.
I poked my head out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and fate shovels shit in my face.
Go get some sleep.
What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
Денежек добрый всем, кто присутствует, хотя никого нету. Надо же было забыть. Так. Субтитры выключил. Только со звуком как теперь все. Даже не знаю.
Around nudie clubs, discos, drinking. Do
Надеюсь,
people
меня
want to be
нормально будет
moral?
слышно.
Can you legislate
Мне придется
morality? Can
перенастраивать.
we tell people
Лучше
how to live their
перенастраивать.
lives?
Ну так, мало ли.
Absolutely. Yes, of course I can. Just look at prohibition or
Вроде пока
the
все
cultural...
нормально. Эх, что я хотел сделать, я уже забыл. Так. За 3. И, пожалуй, этого хватит.
It's the bi-daily begathon here on
Клавиатуру бы
VCPR,
как-нибудь
where we
сделать
hold
так,
your
чтобы не было
favorite shows
слышно.
hostage.
We interrupt your programming with a message from the State Department. All bridges and some roads in the Vice City metropolitan area have been closed because of a severe weather warning.
You banged into me. Come on, it's my first night.
Hello, Sonny.
Tommy! Tommy, it's been too long. I know. You're just overwhelmed with emotion. 15 years.
Seems like only yesterday. I guess that's a perspective thing.
Hey, doing time for the family is no piece of cake, but the family looks after its own, okay? So how'd the deal go down? You sitting on some white gold?
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy! Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny. I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money! You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with!
Wait, Sonny. You have my personal assurance that I'm gonna get you your money back, and the drugs, and I'm gonna mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. You're not a fool, Tommy, but I warn you. Neither am I. If it was anybody else, you'd be dead already. But because it's you, because we got history, I'm gonna let you handle this.
Look, Sonny, you got my word.
I'll be in touch.
That says nobody can be on the streets after 8:30 p.m. Of course, the bill didn't get passed, but it made people think. If you don't vote, you get morons in charge. Is that moral? I'm not sure. Let's press the issue.
Children should be at home with their parents naked. A curfew makes sense. You know how much money I save not having to wear trendy clothes? Read a history book. At the creation of the universe, the Big Bang, everyone was naked. Even you. Why do I have to stay behind this divider? More reason...
Go get some sleep, he says. I have been sitting in this chair all night with the lights off, drinking coffee. This is a disaster. We are so screwed, man. These gorillas, listen to me, are gonna come down here and rip my head off. It's ridiculous. I did not go to law school for this. Okay, now what the hell are we gonna do?
Shut up, sit down, relax. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You're gonna find out who took our cocaine. And then we're gonna kill them.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Let me think. Oh, there's this retired colonel, Colonel Juan Garcia Cortez. He's the one that helped me set up this deal well away from Vice City's established thugs, okay? Now listen, he's holding his party out in the bay on his expensive yacht, and all of Vice City's big players are gonna be there, okay? I have an invite. Of course I have an invite. But there's no way that I'm going out there, sticking my head out the door. No way, not gonna happen.
I told you, shut up. I'll go myself.
Oh, whoa. Hey, I like 1978 too, but you know, this isn't gonna be a beer and strippers do. I mean, no offense, but I think that you might turn heads on the runway for the wrong reasons.
What's wrong with the way I'm dressed?
Okay, look, here, stop by Raphael's. Tell him I sent you. He'll make you look respectable. Okay, go, come on.
What does that guy think he is? Now I gotta dress like a chump as well as hang out with them? I like this shirt.
And if you're paid in full on D-Day, you and your family will be safe. If not, you may have to choose to save yourself and leave the others behind.
Hey, stop selling things on my show. You're not a valued sponsor who supports the art of public radio, buddy.
I, for one, welcome our new Russian masters. We can learn...
You have issues. Nice bike.
Can you smell me?
No, my bike! Shark movie may be #1 in the box office, but my kids certainly ain't gonna see it. If you don't raise your kids right, they end up being like Nude Boy over there or working in radio. I want them to get proper jobs, like being a doctor, not a patient.
That is offensive. My mother understood I was special. She made me wear a bonnet as a child, and when I demanded to go to school naked, she was fine with it. After social services moved me, she would still write to me. I still remember when she kissed me goodbye.
But Barry, earlier you said you discovered naturism, taking your clothes off, whatever it is in German.
I know, but I lie a lot. I've got a lot of personal issues. Look at me.
Buenas noches. I understand you are here on the behalf of Mr. Rosenberg. I hope any recent problems have not affected his health or mental well-being, Mr.
Versetti. He's just got a touch of agoraphobia.
Excellent, excellent. And you?
I just want my merchandise.
It's an unfortunate set of circumstances for all involved. Of course, I have initiated my own lines of inquiry, but such a delicate matter will take time. Perhaps we'll talk later. Meanwhile, let me introduce you to my daughter. Miss Edis! Cara mia, could you look after our guest while I attend to my necessary obligations?
Of course, Daddy.
Please, excuse me.
Mercedes?
You try living with it. Anyway, let me point out some of our more distinguished guests. That's our Congressman Alex Shrub with rising silicone star, Candy Sachs.
And have you met my lovely wife, Laura? No? Well, unfortunately, she's in Alabama. This is Candy.
And over there, we have the Vice City Mamba's star titan, BJ. Always the charmer.
I blocked down on him, and then I put him in a wheelchair.
That is good. Well, now, I'm looking at some prime...
And that poolside amphibian is Jez Torrent, lead singer with Love Fist.
Can I tell you? Do you know how they play ping pong? It's silent. Let me tell you. It does not involve a paddle, if you know what I mean.
Impotent. And the chatty trio, that sleeping sweat gland is Papa's right-hand gimp, Gonzalez. And the other two are Pastor Richards and pseudo-intellectual film director Steve Scott.
Throws a passion with the Nympho invaders when the giant shark comes in and just bites their dicks off. Now, you never saw anything like that before.
Colonel, your party's as ever a triumph. I can only apologize.
Oh, de nada, amigo. How do we find you?
Our business is very trying. Barbarians at the gate. A time for rewarding one's friends and liquidating one's enemies, amigo.
Who's the loudmouth?
Ricardo Diaz. He's Mr. Cope.
Mercedes!
Oh, I was just taking my friend back into town. Another time, Ricardo.
Ricardo, let's go.
Let's get out of here. Actually, take me to the pole position.
Drinks.
Trash. As soon as you stop, you realize...
Will you be working for my father?
Maybe.
Do you mind me resting my hand in your lap?
Maybe.
So difficult having a rich and powerful father. Vamos.
Big bed and go to breakfast clothed in nothing but a smile.
What kind of people are there in your weirdo commune?
Single people, families, elderly couples, teachers, politicians, and especially truck drivers. Truck drivers understand what it's like to be by yourself for days on end, with nothing but country music on the radio and a stick in your hand, shifting gears over.
See you around,
There's
handsome.
nothing to be ashamed of on the open road.
I'm sure you will.
And beat it on down the line. You've never seen a sense of community and more.
Headphone settings. Yes? Yeah, okay. We just want to tell you a little more about public radio funding. We'll be right back after this.
Hello. I'm sure you're enjoying our high-quality programming. I'm Michelle Montanius. Jonathan, I think it's time to acknowledge the people who are sending money in to shut us up and end this dreadful begathon.
Here's a $10 pledge from Fran in Little Havana. Wow, you think she could have given more than...
Ah, well, I hope you're having a good time, because I'm going out of my mind with worry here. What did you find out?
That there are more criminals in this town than in prison. We need a lead from the streets.
Okay, let me think. Ah, I got it. Okay, there's this limey, some music industry slimeball. Goes by the name of Kent Paul. Anyway, he's got his nose so far up most of Vice City's ass that if anybody knows the whereabouts of 20 keys of coke, it's this guy, all right? He's always at the Malibu.
I'll go pay him a visit.
Take it easy now.
With bland food and soccer riots and arrived in the Americas in the late 15th century, the subject soon turned to morality. You see, Europeans wanted to colonize America, so they had somebody to make fun of. The Pilgrims left England for the religious freedom in Holland, where they visited coffee shops, and after they packed up their ships with plenty of coffee, tea, and cakes to liven up the trip, they set sail for the New World, which they heard had a magnificent roller coaster. Once they got here, they were very hungry. How to live. And I'm a history major. But do we have the right? The question, is it moral to celebrate Thanksgiving, a holiday that is clearly about gluttony?
The bitch is crazy. Hey, can you put a hex on my ex-wife?
Where'd you pop up from? I've been looking for a bird like you for ages, mate. You know why I am?
Looking for some English guy.
Kent Paul. Kent Paul, mate. Yeah, I'm the governor around here. I'll sort things out. You know what I mean? I'll treat you. Whatever you want, I'll get you, girl. Don't you worry about a thing, mate.
Get lost, honey.
Wait.
You Ken Paul? I'm a friend of Rosenberg's.
Rosenberg. Oh, that bonkers ambulance chaser. That guy could defend an innocent man all the way to death row. Gets another drink, bruv?
Everybody's a comedian. Listen to me. I'm missing 20 keys and a lot of cash.
Drugs, mate? It's a mug's game.
What do you know about it?
Well, what I was coming to was, there's some chef come trumpet shifter who deals that kitchen of a hotel on Ocean Drive. He's been looking real pleased with himself lately. You could go and check him out.
I will. And I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, that's right. Go and walk away, you mug. I'll knock you spark out. Give me a drink. And where's that slut?
Loony with anemia. You guys should hate each other.
Did you say love fist? Those guys are so super. Listen, I just wrote another poem. If I had a flower for every time I think of you, I'd walk forever in a garden.
And I just wrote a poem too. Shut up, you weird, pathetic people. This is my show, Maurice Chavez. Capiche? Comprende? We're not here to recite poetry or sell motivation tapes or talk to dead people. We're here to press the issue. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be right back after this important information from Vice City Public Radio.
That's
Hey, what you looking at? You better start talking. Hey, make me, you prick. You want more?
Oh, way to go, tough guy. Beat him to a pulp. That should make him real chatty.
You want some too?
Hey, chill. I want what you want, brother.
Oh, yeah? And what's that?
Your green, and my dead brother's white lady. Unfortunately, you just silenced our lead.
Accidents happen. Get lost.
Hey, whoa. No need to go all Lone Ranger on my ass. The way I see it, we two hombres in a strange town. We need to watch each other's back.
My back's just fine, brother.
You sure about that? Here, take this. Follow me. This way.
Vegetarian performance art must be stopped.
Jumping, Jehovah! One thing you gotta realize about this town, you gotta pack some heat. The local gun shop's a couple of blocks away.
It's safe to hear. I ain't got all day.
What? Is there a corn on the cob eating contest you have to get to? Get some chitlins and grits in the oven? You got a date with your sister, eh?
Hey, be nice, man. I just wanted to talk a little politics, and you made it all personal.
Right. Let's all stop bickering, especially you, Shrub. I've got my eye on you. Public confidence is at an all-time low. Nobody feels safe anymore. Just the other night, I saw a man running amok with a gun, shouting he needed to defend himself. Gun sales are up, book sales are down. What do you think, John F. Hickory? Please, press the issue.
All right, that's better. Sticking to the matter at hand. Well, it's quite simple, mister. Immigration is to blame. People are flooding into our state from all over America. Trash. It's quite simple. They're bringing their highfalutin, uppity, out-of-state ways and corrupting the place. Ruining it. That's why I and my organization propose we take Florida out of the Union. We start anew as our own country and ban people from Missouri or Kentucky or Philadelphia or any of them fancy places from setting foot on our soil.
You think what? Have you been snorting blocks? Have you read the Constitution?
Yeah, I sure have. It talks about freedom. Freedom for Florida from the stench of people moving here to retire or going on vacation. Build your own damn theme park in your own damn state. Florida theme parks is for Florida people only.
I'm gonna go see what I can dig up. I'll be watching you, Tommy.
You nearly freaking hit me, you freaking freak. I smile at everyone.
Hey, Leo, I think we got a buyer for Diaz's merchandise. You gotta give him a ring, man. Set up the deal, you know?
Where are you now?
You okay, Leo? You sound kinda different.
Just tell me where you are.
Who the hell is this? Put Leo on, man.
Leo's gone away for a while. He left me in charge.
Screw you, man.
I'll need to see your license.
Oh, for God's sake, it's you. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need new pants. Hey, those psychos from up north, they've been on the horn, and they're coming down here soon. Now, where is the goddamn money?
Relax, relax. We're not at that part yet.
Oh, I thought that you were taking care of this. I really did. And now those Guidos say we gotta do them a favor.
You mean I gotta do them a favor?
Oh, of course that's what I mean. Do I look like I can intimidate a jury? I couldn't intimidate a child, and believe me, I've tried. Now look, It's either that or Forelli's cousin Giorgio gets 5 years for fraud. You gotta take these guys out!
I understand. Help the jury change their minds. Don't worry about it.
No! I tried that! The jury case didn't go so well. So make them change their minds.
All right, more crap to wipe up. What did I do wrong in a past life? Dumb Florida moron.
I swear, you young people.
Holmes, Florida does not want you. Please, die somewhere else. What's wrong with Nevada or Kansas? We want a river. We need...
Absolutely. Of course it is. When I was in Uganda, people were poor, but they were happy. The more you have, the less you have. And that's kind of what I'm all about. There's satisfaction in spending all day weaving a basket, rather than just buying one at the store. At one point in Uganda, I saw a great lake of sand and a massive speaking dog. It was a dog of love, not of hate. It was a spirit journey.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about hopes, dreams, the magic of television, especially public television.
I can't believe this is happening.
You know he's not guilty. Pinball for everyone. Sophisticated entertainment.
Yes, but what about the little guy? What about the guy who is standing there saying, I like being part of America. I like it a lot. I get public radio. I can hear Maurice Chavez. I own a small one-bedroom home. A business selling flowers to people stuck in traffic. 3 or 4 radios, all turned on to VCPR. A dog. 15 ice cubes. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Gangs are a myth put out by the liberal elite to patronize and demean the working man. I mean, what kind of right-minded youth from a poorer background is going to spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making his parent proud? The dream of America is to live in a duplex.
Innocent until I say otherwise.
Woman, and we discussed a non-violent solution to war. We called it peace.
Your father is a great man. He's done more for the arms trade in this state than anyone else, myself included. And you shame him with the socialist, jiggery-pokery hootenanny. America needs hope, not songs that are supposed to send...
Hey, Tommy, it's Sonny. How's the suntan?
I ain't got no suntan.
We ain't got my money either, so I'm one of them myself. What are you doing? So tell me, Tommy, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the money, Sonny. Don't worry.
I am worrying, Tommy. That's my style, because I seem to have this problem in my life with unreliable people. Don't be an unreliable person, Tommy, please. Do us both a favor. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
They will never find you.
Oh man, this sandwich tastes better than
Mr. Grayshaw, how do we stop people running amok in the city with machine guns and heavy artillery?
You've got to give a man a chance. Prisons are overflowing with wasted potential. Make the guilty men innocent once more. Free them from themselves.
How? How on earth do you do that?
Well, you could let them off.
Marvelous. Great. That's a sensible plan.
Then they wouldn't be guilty anymore.
We've been doing that for years, you idiot. How do you think we keep prison costs down? They ain't by magic or cooking the books. We save that for education. But, as in most...
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
Avery, goes without saying. Tommy, any progress? No. Tell me later. Tommy, this is Avery Carrington. I believe you met at the party?
Not in person.
Howdy.
Avery here has a proposition.
Haven't we got other things on our mind?
I'm trying to keep the wolves from the door. So could you please cut me some slack? I'm stretched like a wire, and even if I'm dead by the end of the week, I'd like to think that I didn't die poor.
Now just calm down, both of you. Son, you help me, and any greaseballs giving you a hard time, I'll see to it they take a long dirt nap.
Okay. What could I do for you?
This delivery company's got its depot on some prime land. They won't sell. They're hanging on like a big old prairie rat. So we gotta go in there and smoke that vermin out. Head on down there and stir up a hornet's nest. The security will have their hands full, and then you can sneak in and put them out of business.
And you could drop by Raphael's for a change of clothes. You might be there a while, but yeah, go for it.
Should be a riot.
If the balls drop like they should, stop by my office sometime.
Who are these pricks anyway? Lawyer pricks, rug-wearing pricks, surrounded by pricks.
Hey, where's your car, honey?
Well, I'm afraid that's apparently quite a difficult question, but my solution is easy. I'm gonna talk for a long time about a subject not in any way related, and pretty soon people will forget all about it. I'll remind people that I have a great haircut, and that under my stewardship, my city has had on average 15% better weather than before.
You think you're funny?
Response. We call it democracy, and that's where the money goes.
Now, just a minute.
Don't interrupt. Let me finish.
But you're not...
And this man won't let me speak. You, Shorty, shut up and let me speak. I'm taller than him, ladies and gentlemen, by at least 3 inches, which means I'm a lot more respectable looking. Everyone knows politicians lie and steal and cheat, but at least with me in charge, you know I look good and I have a very supercilious manner. Besides which, I've been abroad and I prefer it here because I'm a man of the people. Vote shrub. You'll get richer and you won't feel guilty about it.
Enough! We're running out of time, and you completely... know you live in a very small apartment overlooking the gasworks. You ain't a big shot. You ain't even a medium shot. You're an asshole. A creepy jailbird who doesn't know the first...
I have a message. I can save lives. I'm a savior, my friend. I have a gift for communication. And this is how I get treated. I get insulted, I get paired with a pair of retards, a guy who's afraid of the sun, and a girl dosed up to the eyeballs on antidepressants. Sweetheart, I can get you something much better.
These pills are very strong today. Maybe I took too much accidentally. Oh well.
This chick is out. a month. To help people on the radio, to demonstrate my program, to help you, Chavez. Those people on the phone said you were a desperate, lonely man on the edge.
Leave! Leave right now! Get out of my studio. Go get your own radio show. Go save some other people.
Hey, I'm not leaving till I have the opportunity to save people and sell some tapes. You can call right now and send in the money order. Soon you can have a luxury condo and a waterbed and a suit made in Singapore based on the latest Italian style.
Enough!
Hola, is this Mr. Versetti?
Yeah.
This is Cortez. You were at my party?
Yeah, I remember.
Mr. Versetti, it was a most unfortunate incident that happened with your business deal.
I know.
I want you to know me and my people are doing their utmost to get to the bottom of it. If you'd like to talk to me more privately, you can find me at the boat, huh? Okay? Good day, senor.
Just get lost.
You bumped me, it's okay. I started to.
That was like totally mood.
Sounds sufficient. Yesterday, my youngest, Jono, killed the postman, but at least he was trying. So I gave him a cuddle, I told him to hit Daddy next time he comes home late smelling of cheap perfume.
Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
You're listening to VCPR. Finally, a radio station for teachers and librarians. You've been enjoying Pressing Issues, but as is normal, you can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon here on VCPR, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash.
You know what's so great about VCPR? It's like a shining torch of cult.
Mr. Versetti.
Colonel.
Thank you for coming. Please sit. Lobster?
No, thanks.
I am ashamed to admit that one of the causes of our mutual problem appears to have been the loose tongue of a man I used to trust. I've been carrying Gonzalez for years, but now his incompetence reaches new heights. It's only right that you kill Gonzalez.
Did he do it? It's the money that's important to me.
For this kindness, I'll reward you. And then, we will find your money together. He will be at his penthouse, half drunk probably. Use this.
Lie, Maurice.
No, Barry, clothes are a way of keeping warm and not getting arrested.
No policeman has ever hit me with his truncheon.
I'd like to hit you back to hell, you sicko. You're filth. Human form of vermin. A blight on a fine society, picket fences and garden parties, and everyone coming 3 times a day to my statue to pay homage.
Pastor Richards, as a human being, I have to say I find your philosophy or cult or whatever it is utterly and completely appalling.
Why, thank you. I knew you'd understand.
I mean, you seem to want to build a religion around yourself and some 1950s vision of America. It's the 1980s, man. And one-man worship me cults are not allowed, my friend.
Exactly. As I say in the great book, many are called, but unless you have a good credit rating, go screw yourself. You'll burn in hell.
Ay, por favor, shut up. Barry, what are you doing?
I'm lonely, Maurice. Lonely, and I need some bodily contact.
Get back behind that panel.
Don't be shy, please. We've all got one. That means I'm happy.
Hey, stay away from me. I'm a celebrity.
Oh, good Lord.
Hide yourself, boy. I warn you, I'm armed and I'm not afraid to use it.
We've all got one. Look how free I am. Van feels so good. I feel you.
Hey, Pastor Richards.
Don't tell anyone about this. I'm gonna shut that big mouth of yours. He's got a blade. Stop running, you fat slime ball.
Excuse me?
Keep away from me, you cheap bastard.
Resident 31 South Vice Point.
You really want to fight? Stop the bleeding. It's down there.
Do I have to? Can't you get someone else? Ay, Dios mío, she's fainted.
No. Hold it. Harder. Oh, that's so good. I need mouth to mouth. Maurice, please. I might die.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm only doing this to save your life.
I'm the only one who's been waiting for it.
You got no class, Sean.
Come in and park yourself on the hide, son. Hell, my daddy used to say, never look a gift horse in the mouth. And by golly, he never did. Would you like a drop of the old Kentucky?
No thanks.
A clean thinker. I like that. Now, the property business isn't all about highfalutin paper pushing. It's about dirt, and the will to claim that dirt. You with me, son?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I need some tenacious bastard to let go of some dirt. And you look to me like the kind of guy to persuade him.
Persuasion's my forte.
Yeah, he'll be down at the country club, down on the golf course. They don't allow guns, so his bodyguards won't be packing lawgivers. Go beat 8 tons of crap out of him. Here now, I got you a membership. And boy, you're gonna need more appropriate clothing.
This guy's my new friend. I never had a friend with a weight before.
We're given canines and bicuspids for a reason. To open packages of potato chips.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I always hated that bitch. What's funny about a woman not eating a hamburger? Or miming saving a chicken from the slaughtherer's hands? Or her big act, I am a milk cow, a lactating machine for your breakfast cereal. How do you think a little kitty enjoyed that on his birthday? Not very much. There were tears, not laughter. I can assure you, vegetarian performance art...
That was a big to-do.
With your sister, eh?
Hey, be nice, man. I just wanted to talk a little politics, and you made it all personal.
Right. Let's all stop bickering, especially you, Shrub. I've got my eye on you. Public confidence is at an all-time low.
Is this me?
Nice ass, baby.
You think that's funny?
Don't run away from me!
I'm naked back here. It's my right as a person.
Yes. Let's start with the obvious, yes? Is it moral to be naked?
Yes! You can't stop me.
Well, I'm a mother, so I have to deal with this issue.
If I may interrupt, I haven't worn clothes since 1982. Clothes are seriously...
Hey, mister, watch yourself. Oi! Hey!
Firehose! Are you with me?
Sorry, Maurice.
That's okay. Just try to behave. I think the sun must have got to you or something.
Yes, maybe that's it.
Maurice, if I may, you have a fine show here, and I'm glad to be on it. But everyone within the sound of my voice and smell will die in the fires of doom. It is written, TV is trash.
Who is this guy? Boys, deal with him.
Get him! To that psycho!
Get off! Ah!
At you.
Hey, Caddy, get over here.
I could use a whiskey sour. Is it a dress or a moo-moo?
Fancies and garden parties, and everyone coming 3 times a day to my statue to pay homage.
Pastor Richards, as a human being, I have to say I find your philosophy or cult or whatever it is utterly and completely appalling.
Why, thank you. I knew you'd understand.
I mean, you seem to want to build a religion around yourself and some 1950s vision of America. It's the 1980s, man. And one man works... Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
You're listening to VCPR, finally, a radio station for teachers and librarians.
Mr. Teal, your help in eradicating those out-of-towners was invaluable to business. I have more work for you, with a more hands-on approach. Your next job is taped under the phone.
To VCPR, we could be thrown back to the Stone Age. Liberals will be set on fire in the streets. Give now. Let's return to Pressing Issues. Over to you, Maurice, in the studio. Useless, talentless asshole.
You're correct. He is an asshole.
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent isn't on commercial networks. These people do it for love, because they have integrity, just like me. We're back with Pressing Issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public radio awards in the Vice City area, including Best Voice. On this show, we take complex issues and boil them down to...
You have a lot of nerve, pal.
The mammoth extinct. I think we all know what happened there. Is it society's job to tell each other how to live? Recently, my city considered passing a public curfew that says nobody can be on the streets after 8:30 p.m. Of course, the bill didn't get passed, but it made people think. If you don't vote, you get morons in charge. Is that moral? I'm not sure. Let's press the issue.
Children should be at home with their parents naked. A curfew makes sense. You know how much money I save not having to wear trendy clothes? Read a history book. At the creation of the universe, the Big Bang, everyone was naked. Even you. Why do I have to stay behind this divider? Maurice, please!
Because nobody is interested in seeing your business. Because we have standards of decency which you are offending.
Look at me! I'm jumping up and down!
Oh my goodness, get back behind the divider. Please, I'm married.
What's so wrong with me? Why do you hate me because I'm happy? Jan, give me a hug. I won't hurt you. And by the sound of things, your husband is doing the same right now with his secretary.
No, we've worked through it. He was stressed. It's hard keeping a family together these days.
Everyone, take your clothes off and feel what it's like to be free of bondage. Everyone out there in Vice City, take your clothes off. If this is the land of the free, let's start with our pants. Feel the wind from the air conditioning. Oh, a breeze is so liberating.
Thanks very much. Now, if you could get back behind that divider, Barry, please. Otherwise, I'm going to...
I want a hug.
If you...
Whatever, loser.
Call yourselves the Wolverines, put twigs in your hand, try to beat back the Ruskies?
No, you hightail it to past the Richard Salvation statue and blast off into space. But there is a limited amount of space. That's why I suggest anyone who wants the safety and security of your own bunker, give now. Call 866-9-SAVE-ME. We'll get you on the payment plan, and if you're paid in full on D-Day, you and your family will be safe. If not, you may have to choose to save yourself and leave the others behind.
Hey, stop selling things on my show. You're not a valued sponsor who supports the art of public radio, buddy.
Мотай в принципе.
Women protest by setting themselves on fire? I tell you, next time the kids are screaming for ice cream and pop, I may just douse myself in kerosene.
Мне нравится катаной голову отрубать. Бежишь просто с замахнутой катаной и рубишь голову.
Let me give you a better statistic, Chavez. In 1980, when I was elected, you were, according to the intelligence gathered on you, a man with no mission. You worked as a clown at birthday parties, corporate functions, bar mitzvahs, and go-go bars. You, realizing that you were a hollow man that can only take on the personality of others, decided to become a...
Ты что, уже забыл? Башки. Ну, есть у меня чуть-чуть, забываю. Я их-то не собирал, а так.
Я привык их назвать голова, бошки, то есть голова. Тут башки имеют.
Ну так-то дура такая есть, бошечки такие, шишечки.
Не знаю, не пробовал. Без понятия.
Я тоже не пробовал, но знаю, что такие есть. Пирс 2.
Mr. Versetti.
Colonel.
Thank you for coming.
The waiter found it under the table.
А, бензопилой его запилить.
I don't have a trust fund or a rich daddy. I know what it is to be poor, to look at the world from the other side. I slept my way to the top.
If you two would stop hooting and carrying on, I have a plan that will save Florida from the yellow-bellied snakes that want to slither into this great state from all places north.
Oh, look. Stump-jumping Jethro's using all three of his brain cells.
We've just started, and you have proved yourself, Mr. Shrug, to be just as they said. I grant you. 1980 was not a high point in my career, but I never applied for a sex change. I was merely in an exploratory phase, and besides which, Sir the Wheat Tree Clown was a funny act. Once voted best up-and-coming dietary restricted comic act in the whole of Vice City. I tried to take it to the Cascades, but Mount Scary Large was full. Besides, we are not talking about me, we are talking about you.
Ему по телефону позвонили, а он взрывчатку зарядил и задумался. Пьяный, что пойдет?
Marry the meat-free mime one. In fact, under legislation I am proposing, all of you vegetarians would be kicked out of Vice City. We were given canines and bicuspids for a reason. Open packages of potato chips. Hey!
Конечно, понимаю, ты хотела, чтобы тебя подвезли, но прыгать ты на меня зачем?
Не судьба.
Посигна. A lactating machine for your breakfast cereal. How do you think a little kitty enjoyed that on his birthday? Not very much. There were tears, not laughter. I can assure you, vegetarian performance art must be stopped.
Jumping Jehoshaphat on a pogo stick. You city slickers got more issues than an
Это что еще за хер?
Big mouth of yours. He's got a blade.
Нож!
Stop running, you
Нож!
slime ball.
Какого черта? Пейн-спрей, либо укрытие. Ныкай ствол. О, замедление. На самом деле это ОСД. Только не в воду. Это тебе не GTA 5. И не 4.
Почему его отпускать,
Simple,
он
mister.
сядет.
Immigration is to blame. People are flooding into our state from all
Не
over
всегда.
America. Florida out of the Union. We start anew as our own country and ban people.
Маршруточники. Партия, господа. А, это вертолетик.
Нет, не вертолетик.
Ну, по-моему, здесь же.
Ну, у него же, но это не вертолетик. Господа, мне нужно вертолет.
Ну ты тоже понимаешь, что это значит. Она висит. Такси.
Prefer a hammer and sickle over a hamburger.
I'm not little.
А, потом мы,
I'm
кстати, это такси надо
5'5".
купить.
It's time for corporations and all of capitalism to step aside for naturalism.
А потом,
I'm
чтобы
not
его
saving
прокачать,
this
нужно
planet. You're
погонять.
spending it.
А
Your
потом
credit is
завалить
no good here. We
главного
can't afford to
таксиста.
loan you any more of our nature. Those are
Простите
our
меня за
trees.
спойлер.
I only wish I could be around.
Все уже играли. Название-то читай.
И что? Те, кто не играл, простите за спойлер.
Much older and wiser. I know everything. I've seen a lot of the world.
What does the...
А, гольф. Да. Я помню. Там надо бы перепрыгнуть. Через это. Как он? А, через забор.
People from other countries are good for nothing. That's why we have to keep teaching them a lesson.
Я тебе говорю сразу,
I'll tell
там
you what makes a
охранники
real
будут с
man.
автоматами.
A truck to pull stuff and a couch to think on. I'll tell.
Вон там перепрыгнуть надо.
Over.
Обратно, когда поедешь.
And beat it on down the line. You've never seen a
Так,
sense
через
of
главный
community
вход
and
можно
morality
войти.
like a nudist colony. We share everything: the
Ну,
cooking,
в смысле,
cleaning.
чтобы он не исчез вообще.
Понимаешь, ты давно не столько. Не помню, где будет взять снайперскую винтовку.
Снайперская винтовка? На одной из крыш во второй половине города. Она еще у тебя закрыта. Да? Где-то там, вот. Где-то на многоэтажках. Я не помню. Не спорю. Во всяком случае, читы есть. Тебе гольф-карт, ну что? Его задавить надо.
Я... Не обязательно его давить. Я без читов. У меня единственный чит — это сейв.
Вон.
Вижу, что... Попробуй. По крайней мере, хотя бы попробую.
Надо было к ночным бабочкам обратиться, чтобы здоровье до 200 поднять.
Who is this guy? Boys, deal with it. Get off! Ah!
Все, завалил ты его.
That all the cash you got? Public transportation, healthcare, leather shorts, mustaches. When I went to Belize, I helped some villagers clear some land for an environmentally friendly coal mine. We've all got to make some sacrifices if we're going to get anywhere. My dad gave me the money to set up an exciting trust there.
But how does that help the people in the city from worrying about whether they are gonna get robbed? What drives a man to just take?
What we need are more after-school sports like choir or drama so people can learn to express themselves properly by singing or pretending to be a tree. Have you ever heard a whale sing? It's a lonely form of beauty and some very ancient wisdom, helping people to help themselves with drama and choir and flowers and my dad's money.
Сойдет.
Celebrate Thanksgiving, a holiday that is clearly about gluttony, annoying relatives, and awful casserole.
Well, I for one love a casserole, and at my weekly meeting, my congregation has a potluck. You see, a casserole is a lot like life, Maurice, and that's the basis of my philosophy. If you put a bunch of leftovers from the fridge...
Нет, снизу ты не пройдешь. А где машина? Я думаю, сейчас.
Especially the part where you get to slaughter your own buffalo and take home the meat, or give the locals the flu while buying their land off them for a pittance. That's what children need.
What is?
Wholesome activities that benefit the family. And what good is it if a kid plays Degeneratron for 5 hours? Oh sure, he's killing space aliens, thank you very much, but it ain't putting food on the table.
Скоростью остановишься, бу, там нет, там скорости ниже. Делаешь,
even if daddy is working late again. Build our own spears, smear ourselves in dung, and then wait in a swamp for something to come by.
In the suburbs? I bet your neighbors love you. How long do you wait? Don't you get arrested?
Hey, mister, I'm married. Look at the finger. It has a ring. I've got children, for Pete's sake. Stop eyeing me up.
I wasn't.
You were. I can see you undressing me with your eyes. Well, I tell you, I was a cheerleader and nearly a prom queen. I could have married anyone, but I chose John. I chose him because he had a kind face and a rich dad. I didn't know he was going to cheat on me or embarrass me. I didn't know, but I won't be made a fool of. I've got the children.
Okay, Jan, it's okay. Men are idiots. Ask my ex-wife. Don't worry. Stay calm. I'm not eyeing you up, but I...
Классная тачка.
I'm a deranged mess, and my husband cheats on me. I don't want my kids to go to a public high school. Instead, we have a prom each year in my living room.
And that leads to my next question.
Зайди за угол, вернись
и... I've about had it with you, Barry. I try to be fair, I try to be kind, but you are a freak, and a liar and wasting everybody's time. The organs below the belt are for reproduction and removing of bodily waste.
Высокие технологии. О, 2 человека. Здрасте всем.
Tommy, come and join me. This looks delicious, huh?
Ты голова тапира.
No, thanks.
Tommy, you are like a pompous breeze that has freed me from the stench of corruption. Although I must appear to mourn his passing and carry on with business as usual.
This isn't getting me any closer to my money.
Tommy, my friend, you are not in liberty now. Here, we do things differently. I will continue with my inquiries, but in the meantime, I have a valuable deal to close.
A favor for a friend, Cortez?
You're a good friend, Tommy. I knew you would not let me down. I need you to meet a courier who has obtained some valuable technology for me.
You won't see a penny out of me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself. I'm not afraid. The Constitution asserts a man's right to bear arms and arm bears and all points in between. Whoever heard of a gun or a bear causing problems? This is all cocky pop or whatever that word is. It keeps the place safe. trouble is caused by unemployment, and unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of course.
Ты lazy bones, вспомни. Ленивая кость.
Celine, she's très wet this time of the year.
What?
Ah, comment?
Look, Cortez sent me. Just give me the damn chips.
Oh, d'accord.
Free the imperialist American pig that is propriété of a gouvernement français. And it
Государство.
you American idiot.
Ганцы.
Shoot the bullet. You've got to do better.
Беги, Форест, беги.
Потом езжай, Форест.
You can start making
Гони,
money.
Форест, и сбей.
Sensible people. Unemployment comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of
Знаешь,
course not.
школьник из
If you had
этого,
a high-rise
из
condo, a
ВК,
mistress,
Пиди,
and a seat on
на
the
скутер
board,
сел, уехал.
feeding your name all over town. Don't have a job, starve. Get out of my constituency. By force if necessary, and starve.
Здрасте, офицер.
Здрасте, вам там нормально?
Нормально.
Vice City is a growing city. Of course, they're...
Водитель. О, PCJ.
Just buying one at the store. At one point in Uganda, I saw a great lake of sand and a massive speaking dog. It was a dog of love, not of hate. It was a spirit journey.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about hopes, dreams, the magic of television, especially public television. Puppets can say what men cannot.
Yes, but how?
Уи!
Я его научил летать случайно.
Без джетпака. Вон, кстати, еще один.
Without public radio, we would never have discovered gravity, or the pizza, or the fact that a lot of people loved it.
А, тут со снайпером.
Tomas, I appreciate your coming. Forgive me for getting straight to business.
Защищать чувака.
Diaz has asked me to oversee a minor business transaction.
Let's hope it goes better than last time.
Which is why I thought of you, my friend. I've dropped some protection at the multi-story car park. Pick it up, then go and watch over Diaz's men at the drop-off. Gracias, amigo.
Diaz, huh? Apparently that angry midget runs this madhouse. Let's see what that creep has to do with things.
We're talking about perception, how we perceive the world. These are optimistic times we're living in, a time of go-getters and doers. Our hero is the entrepreneur, the shaker and the maker. Positive thinking, we are told, is everything. Think it, and we can do it. Or can we? Let's press the issue. Now, personally, some days I wake up and I look out the window and I think it's great to be alive. Other days, like payday or my ex-wife's birthday, I want to hide under the pillows and cry. But that's me, a man of contradictions.
Или автомат, либо снайпер. Оранжевый автомат.
Еще ланс должен появиться.
В следующей миссии. А, автомат. О, вот он, Лэнс.
В следующей миссии, да, конечно.
Лэнс тот еще
Look, I want to do
предатель.
something other than just shadowing me everywhere. Why don't you come along and show me if you're any use? I might just do that. The name's Lance, by the way.
Мне нравится чит на внешность Лэнса. Looks like Lance.
3 or 4 radios, all turned on to VCPR.
Выгляжу как Лэнс.
15 ice cubes. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Gangs are a myth put out by the liberal elite to patronize and demean the working man. I mean, what kind of right-minded youth from a poorer background is going to spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making his parent proud? The dream of America is to live in a duplex and share a yard. Why would anyone want to threaten that great future? Answer me that and I'll show you a green dog.
And speaking for the underdog.
Как и везде, Мерседес.
Нет, Фокси летал. А, Чавес, что ли?
You must be Cortez's new gun. Until more gainful opportunities arise. They'll be here any minute. We both better get a good vantage point. Okay, I'll take the balcony. You get the roof across the yard.
В Vice City так классно отстреливать голову, потому что они так правдиво хватаются за них. Хватаются болит то, чего нет. Полить начнут первые вот эти, которые в белых майках.
Don't worry, I got you covered. These Haitians think they can take on Ricardo Diaz? Tommy, I need some help here.
О. Поводили, стреляй.
Diaz's men are getting cut down. Yell at him and yell.
На, придурки, надо будет у них кейсы побрать.
My money.
Садись в мире. А, я думал, медленно сесть надо там мотоцикл.
That is about all we have time for, actually. The thing is, you see, this is public radio, and every
Не
once in a while
думай
we need
прыгать,
to
я тоже
appeal for
как-то
money,
по
or
дурости
cut
залез,
away
но
when
там
people
как
start
потом
brandishing
миссию
guns in the
говорят.
studio, like this. You're on pressing
Поближе,
issues,
поближе.
and in this show we discussed morality. I think we made a lot of progress and really came together. I'm Maurice Chavez. Bye. Please don't kill me.
I hope you were
У
enjoying
меня он в
pressing
стенку
issues.
улепился,
I
мышкой
certainly
завис,
was.
короче, в стенке, в такой позе.
It is, isn't
Вот
it?
что я
Before we
понимаю.
let you get back to the show, I thought you'd like to know VCPR has managed to raise $30 this hour, which should keep us on the air for another 15 minutes at least.
Thankfully, due to the generosity of the people at DeLeo and Furax, the fascinating show Legal Review
А, чувак, с тобой что? Написано, расслабься.
Кстати, точно.
Он, походу, сильно расслабился. Без головы
I
остался.
live. Take heads, and it's all down to you.
Он
What
сказал,
is your
не
name?
говноеда, пошли на
I see
голову.
you soon, amigo. I think.
Дикманы.
Дик.
Дикманы я просто сейчас вот представил.
А, кстати, классная тачка. Турбовая. Огонек еще валит. Перекрась.
Sermon over. I hope you folks at home understand how passionate we are about public radio, and it has nothing to do with the fact I got kicked off the networks.
That was very moving, Jonathan.
А,
Back to pressing issues.
точно. Особняк
Where is the
этого.
creep? Put it on.
А их можно будет найти потом в
As you
каком-то
may know,
районе.
you're on VCPR, and this is Maurice Chavez. That is, I am Maurice Chavez.
А у него...
Chavez.
А, не у этих
James
гидравликов,
or
точно.
Chavez.
У
This isn't a
кубинцев
game.
гидравлик.
Sorry about the...
Tommy, it's Ricardo Diaz. I want to thank you for looking out for me, my man. I asked that prick Cortez, he said you're the real deal, my friend. Will you not come see me? I need a guy like you. All I have now is dickheads. Dickheads everywhere, yo. I make you real rich. Show me some ID.
Учитывая то, как я умею косячить.
Лучше перебдеть, чем перебдеть. Девушка, вам что надо? Ну, подошел, уперлась в машину. Бензин слева, что?
Look out the window, and I think it's great to be alive. Other days, like payday or my ex-wife's birthday. He was a young, but whatever. I'm Maurice Chavez, and on our panel right now, we've got three very contrasting views about the issue of positive thinking. On my right, I have Gothic artist, vampire hunter, and his words, man of the night.
Мне вот нравится киностудию, когда первый раз туда приходишь. Чувак, все купили, просто чувак с оружием стоит, машет его очень плохо.
No, man, I'm mind-numbingly depressed. It's great.
Вот это я понимаю, что крови.
And on the left, I have positive thinker
Скорее, у него 3 года не
a
было,
man
вот он
who
и...
dragged himself up from the gutter. Jeremy Robart.
Hey, the ghetto, not the gutter. I didn't live in the gutter.
А разве не сейчас будет? Бух-бух.
Скорее всего, сейчас.
Get to the payphone in Vice Point.
Да идите в жопу, наверное, заказной быстро. Разрушитель, да!
Он помнить бы еще как летать.
Shift и пробел. Это высота, Е, Q, это поворот.
I got a problem and I reckon you could help me with it. No, I was thinking more of your demolition skills. Now this is the development as planned, and this is the property that we're looking at.
You're trying to say this new office block is kind of in the way.
You catch on quick. Now I'm gonna head out of town for a while, and if that office development were to face sudden and insurmountable structural problems, then
As a civil-minded individual, you feel obliged to step in and save the rejuvenation of an important area of the city.
Where can I get more guys like you?
Top fun. Подрывная миссия начата. Вопрос, чего подрывная это? Пукана.
Еще управление.
Тебе сейчас объяснят.
Это то есть
Сбрасывать бомбу, левая кнопка. 0 для КТР. В. Е и Q поворачивай. Не терись, кстати, об стены, это тоже доставляет повреждения. Я так слишком много раз пукан себе высказал вместе с вертолетиком. Наверх, наверх.
What the
Он, видимо, это садомаза, что ли? Забыл, нужно облететь. Хоть как.
Да блин, камера.
Ну, это как хотел-то ты. А вот охраны стоит побояться. За столбиком слева. Еще одна выше бомба. О. Там еще выше бомба была. Это опасно было, два удара. Сейчас можно со спокойной душой подбирать
Еще рано.
остальные бомбы.
Или ты про то, что...
Ого!
Чего ты выделяешь?
4.
Если тебя же не туда врезался.
3. Ёка.
2, 1.
Сбрось бомбу.
Что-то много времени потребно.
Ну, зато сейчас будешь более-менее побыстрее. Ты сейчас на самый верх, ты там одну пропустил. Ты одну пропустил на самом верху.
Нет, не сказал, я и так был на 4-м этаже. Сразу, чтобы время не терять. Это...
У тебя времени еще вагон.
Нет, у меня 4 минуты, алло.
Алло, я за 2 минуты все бомбы разложил, даже не убивал охрану.
Не хвастайся, а?
Я не хвастаю.
Хвастаешься. Алло, бери.
Нужно ровно на нее. Сесть на бомбу.
Они вроде из Санадерскую вертолет.
В смысле?
Помнишь?
А, то что управление кривое. Еще хуже.
Наверное.
Мне больше, знаете, чем нравится? На этих, на кукурузниках летать. Так он. Красный барон, во. What the hell are you doing?
Последний остался.
На втором этаже.
Легко потопал. И это еще до взрыва.
Считай, там еще один человек живой.
Да, и он как-то меня не заметил. Может, заметил. Но гвоздь забил.
Да, в прямом смысле. А ты Коза Ностру уже находил?
Мне не до этого. Я только вот начал. Это 2 часа. Что? Или зачем мне его искать?
Не, пасхалочка.
Ну а зачем мне сейчас пасхалки искать? Подумай своей головой. Так, это я был на втором, на первом,
выше.
Управление немножко неудобное.
Эй, ты видел?
Да.
Это мужицкий дождь.
Который пытается меня гвоздь
молоточком.
сбить.
У него просто это... Как оно? Противовоздушный молоток, во. Их тут 2 даже. Ну все, ни одного.
Приехали.
Не, о.
По идее, вот это вот, видишь, текстуры? Они, по идее, должны отсутствовать.
Баг. Так.
Нет, скорее проблемы. Может быть. Так, пойду на всякий случай сохранюсь. Зная то, как я умею косячить.
Ну и люди свалили, как только миссия с вертолетиком прошла.
Все, да не все.
Ну, один человек еще остался.
Ёшкин, серый.
Ау. Разите.
Я думал, ты себе ноги
Ну, гений! Шумахер. Беги, Форест.
Давай. Бом, 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 бом. Боу!
Чувак, мне нужна твоя тачка.
Одежда, очки и денежки.
Why I'm going to start homeschooling my children. High school is a cult. There's a group of savages that rule the roost and get all the girls, and everyone else is picked on and abused. It happened to me, and look at me. I'm a deranged mess, and my husband cheats on me. I don't want my kids to go to a...
А, тачка так стоит с открытой дверью.
Ну и тут стоит интересно.
Сейчас где Зоя сказано убийство?
The organs below the belt are for reproduction and removing of bodily waste. There's no reason that when I go to buy a soda or a transmission, I need to be distracted by your privates dangling about. Now, when I go to the store to buy an air conditioning filter, I'd rather not have to look at your moneymaker, amigo. I'm glad you are proud of it. But when people of Vice City are in a quickie mart, they should be able to have a simple financial transaction without seeing your fire hose. Are you with me?
Вот давай, перевернись.
That's okay. Just try to behave. I think the sun must have got to you or something.
Yes,
maybe that's it.
Maurice, if I may, you have a fine show here. У меня капот не отлетел.
Не знаю, может потому что русская тачка.
Вполне, кстати, возможно.
TV is trash, radio is trash, our newspapers are run by Canadians with an agenda. Our very way of life is threatened. We formed this great state to play golf, and I'll be damned if any weirdo hippies are going to tell us we can't fill in wetlands and make a home for ourselves, complete...
Алло, пицца?
Да.
My compliments on a job well done, Mr. Till. My client was very pleased. I have more work for you, with a more hands-on approach. Your next job is taped under the phone.
Father, or do I break the little boy's heart and ruin his life so that he ends up a nudist or a freak or something?
It's a difficult question, Jan. A very difficult question. Is it right to lie?
Clothes are a lie, Maurice.
No, Barry. Clothes are a way of keeping warm and not getting arrested.
No policeman has ever hit me with his truncheon.
I'd like to hit you back to hell, you sicko. You're filth. Human form of vermin. A blight on a fine society, picket fences and garden parties, and everyone coming 3 times a day to my statue to pay homage.
Pastor Richards, as a human being, I have to say I find... utterly and completely appalling.
Why, thank you. I knew you'd understand.
I mean, you seem to want to build a religion around yourself and some 1950s vision of America. It's the 1980s, man. And one-man worship me cults are not allowed, my friend.
Exactly. As I say in the great book, many are called, but unless you have a good credit rating, go screw yourself. You'll burn in hell.
Ay, por favor, shut up. Barry, what are you doing?
I'm lonely, Maurice. Lonely, and I need some bodily contact.
Get back behind that panel.
Don't be shy.
Не, мне нравится медики вести. Пока еду спасать одного, задавит еще 50.
Hide yourself.
Oh my God.
And I'm not afraid to use it.
We've all got one. Look how free I am.
Oh my God.
Она сейчас сама раздолбится.
Hey, Pastor Richards, please, put the gun away. Put it away.
No.
Почему?
Decency. Get back, heathen. Get back.
I love you all.
Evildoer. Die, devil.
У тебя тачка.
Ow! Dios mío, you shot him. There's blood and pubic hair all over the studio.
Oh my God.
Please here on pressing issues with me.
Да не... Вот теперь прыгай. Это было блин! Баба за рулем, чё, я...
Чуть-чуть бы и подорвала меня.
Разбойщик пиццы. Взорви его и все.
Immorality is what I say is wrong. You gotta understand this.
Oh, I do.
Буффало, по-моему.
Get off of me! I'm happily divorced!
Shall I send him to hell, Maurice?
Yes! I mean, no!
Только если она...
Слушай, она меня аж даже напугала.
This, you're on pressing issues, and in this show we did...
Что здесь пицца слишком...
to spread my genes.
С такого везения я пойду точно сохранюсь. Ну так, еще раз, а то вдруг он рядышком опять проедет.
I think it's very right. Very right indeed. You're the boss.
Ну ты вообще.
You're in charge. You're the king.
Damn right I am. Now I'll tell you about morality. Morality is what I say is right, and immorality is what I say is wrong.
А, полицейский участок. О. Гранат много. А РПГ еще лучше. Не, РПГшки могут себя убить, если не знаешь. Ага, есть. Прицелился, выстрелил, а прям перед тобой союзник. Это как на пикче. Скажите ему, этому идиоту, если он выстрелит, сдохнут все.
Yes, it's almost as...
Самое страшное, когда у тебя РПГ прям перед носом стоит.
Ты видел, там чувак в стену голову засунул?
DeLeo and Furax, the fascinating show Legal Review will still run, but now back to the pressing issues.
Actually, before we let you get back to the show, I'd like to say something. I know that public radio may not seem very important in an era of poverty and famine and immense personal greed, but I can assure you it is. And not just because I say so. Look at the facts. 15 of the last 37 American presidents and 47 vice presidents have appeared on VCPR in the last month. 33% of all Nobel Prize winners started out in public radio. Without public radio, we would never have discovered gravity, or the pizza, or the fact that a lot of people love to hear themselves.
Хорошо, что они не физичные, как Сан-Андреас. А то я как-то, у меня один ХП был, тачки сшибал, ну, оторвало капот. Меня добило, а я не Ну да, бывает.
Hello. As you may know, you're on VCPR, and this is Maurice Chavez. That is, I am Maurice Chavez. That's Chavez, not Chaves or Chavis. This isn't a game show. Sorry about the upbeat opening. This isn't a game show. It's a political and social debate on free radio, without adverts. And I'm still Maurice Chavez. Hi. Next up on Pressing Issues, we tackle one of the most important issues in our country today. The issue of perception. Not credit card fraud. That's deception.
Обязательно через поля. А, бегать.
Stupid horse! I'll chop your head off! Who is this thickhead?
Tommy Vercetti. You remember me.
Excuse me, I'm a little anxious. Never trust a goddamn horse! You do a good job. You work for me now.
I work for money.
As I said, amigo, you work for me now.
I work
Shut up! Some Judas has betrayed me. He thinks I don't know how much money I should be making. But stealing 3% is as good as stealing 100%. No one does this to me. No one. You follow him from his apartment, and you see where he goes. Later, we will kill him.
This asshole thinks he can mess with me? If this is the best Vice City has to offer, this is gonna be easy.
Машинка. Это есть, а вот это забрать.
Crime rates only go up if you don't turn the graph upside down. Turn it upside down, and they have halved under me, Alex Shrub. Vote Shrub for president and you'll have a friendly face in the White House. A man you can trust. A local man who likes golf and laughing and photo opportunities at your store or place of business. Just send me a letter. I'll send you an automated photocopied response. We call it democracy, and that's where the money goes.
Now, just a
Joe,
minute.
don't interrupt. Let me finish.
But you're not.
This man won't let me speak. You, Shorty, shut up and let me speak. I'm taller than him, ladies and gentlemen, by at least 3 inches, which means I'm a lot more respectable looking. Everyone knows politicians lie and steal and cheat, but at least with me in charge, you know I look good and I have a very...
Опять за ним гоняться.
Из тебя хотят сквозняка сделать.
Oh shit! Loser!
Too goddamn close. Ну ты чё профукал-то?
Да я прицелиться никак не могу. Тут чувствительность своеобразная. Знаешь ли, я хотел как-то тебя этим взорвать.
О, БФ инъекцию надо будет. А, он новый.
Parks is for Florida people only. That's what I say.
Ну, сейчас даже не думаю, что
go to Alabama to visit a theme park. So why do they come here?
Mr. Hickory, your views are a little extreme. Plus, I don't believe there are theme parks in Alabama.
Then they should stop coming
down
my way and build redneck land.
Я забыл! Кстати, точно. Надо же просто было ехать за ним. Стоп, его вообще убивать нельзя, да?
За ним нужно было доехать до того места, где он заныкал бабки. Там будет заброшенный дом. Зайдешь, грохнешь его и свалишь.
Я уже забыл. Я забыл, что его вообще убивать.
I don't believe there are theme parks in Alabama.
Then they should stop coming down my way and build redneck land or whatever. And redneck hicks ain't got no class. My views ain't extreme, mister. They're common sense. And what a lot of people would say if they have the guts. If you keep letting people immigrate here from all over the so-called United States, there's no more room. We'll be piled on top of each other like they are in Australia. What we're gonna do soon...
Не, ну меня поразило просто. С первой серии на второй уже сразу качок такой. Как?
It cuts us off from the 47 states of wastrels and bad influencers to the north. We are going to cut Florida off from the mainland of our oppressors and float out to sea. Then, the nation of Florida will be free to start over. There'll be no long-ass lines at the log flume or the pirate shipwright when I take over. You and the kids will be able to ride the rides all day. We will have a roller coaster for each and every Florida family.
You know, you're bordering on treason. What you are saying is a very naughty thing, and only because here on pressing issues do we believe so wholeheartedly in free...
Маскировка 100%. А не, маскировка уровень, Господь. Это как я все еще помню. С Савой зашли в туалет поговорить. Заходит училка истории. Опять накурили, дур. И выходит из соседней кабинки. Маскировка, уровень Господь.
Это вы просто стояли или вы?
Стояли в кабинках с закрытыми дверями и курили. Это очень так было смешно. Так еще оба затянулись, стоим уже. Сейчас кашлять начнем, она выходит. Я уже думал, реально задохнусь там. Просто не знаю, что перемена. Я думал, он в столовку, она эфирная.
You gotta open your ears and close your mouth. It's very important. I tell my old lady that all the time. I say, hey, I don't want to hear no complaining. I come home with piles of cash every night, and all you do is bitch. The learning starts in here and ends when we open this. Doing is a whole other... Знаешь что? Кто-то свою маскировку перекачал. И твой... Так, по прикольчику. А, я даже не прочитал.
Не убивай его.
Давай, маленький. Беги себе. Сейчас постоим.
better keep on running, asshole.
Loud in the doors. That's an important metaphor for life.
Yes, how wonderful would it be to own an hour of this radio station? We just got an enormous pledge from Farewell Ranch. That's great. Farewell Ranch is a great place to take your loved one. Just dial 866-9-BURY-ME. Remember, VCPR is commercial and interest-free.
Преследование вооруженных.
Thank you, guys.
Патроны обычно без
We're
оружия.
back on pressing issues. Just one of many fine shows you'll hear if you have the patience to listen to public radio. Although thanks to the many awards we have won, Pressing Issues has extended playtime and is the #1 rated show in the Vice City area. I'm your very entertaining host, Maurice Chavez, a man climbing the broadcasting ladder at a rate of 6 knots. 6 years ago, I was a clown, and now
Он тебя не поджарит, максимум колеса прострелит.
think about it. Imagine where I could be in 10 years. I could achieve
Не, я
anything.
с простреленными
Anyway,
колесами дошел.
morality. What is it? Why do we need it? Our ancestors, shortly after discovering fire, built tools to beat each other over the head and discover how to make meat to celebrate with afterwards. Then Columbus came over, shut down the Pilgrim discourse. Why? All very confusing if you ask me. And you did. And I asked myself, that is a perfect subject for a region-wide discussion show, which is very lucky because I happen to host one. To discuss the subject of morality, we have firebrand preacher...
Он вообще готовился к прыжку, чтобы в космос полететь, ты просто ему помог. Подогрел ему запасы топлива, вот он. Вон, знаешь, как читается название острова? Вот это. Прон Айленд.
It says here, to bring more nude recreation to Vice City. To protect the dignity of our other panelists, we place Mr. Barry Stark behind a divider.
I'm naked back here. It's my right as a person.
Yes. Let's start with the obvious, yes? Is it moral to be naked?
Yes. You can't stop me.
Well, I'm a mother, so I have to deal with this issue.
А сколько стоит, интересно? 3 штуки, по-моему. 2,5. Пойдет. 3-3, 2, 1, 8,5. Оп, чек. Ой, надеюсь, это не реклама всяких там.
I had a revelation when I was in holiday in Germany.
Да,
I
всякое
always felt
бывает.
very constricted. Then it hit me like a slippery fish. Clothes are plain wrong. When you're born, you're not wearing any clothes. When you die, you're not wearing any clothes.
I'm going to have to interrupt you there. What if you die at work? What if an enormous piece of machinery falls on you while you're working?
Clothes lead to immorality. Nudity stops people from fighting. Have you seen an issue of National Geographic lately? People around the world are nude. You don't want to shoot a machine gun or a howitzer or a flamethrower. If you're naked, it could burn or scald in quite a personal fashion. Have you been to the zoo? Animals are naked. If everyone were naked, there'd be no war. Everyone's complaining about crime and the theft of cars in the city. No one's ever stolen my car.
Укуренный из Vice City, во.
О, молодец.
Because you're a degenerate loony. If the police were naked, it would set a great example to everyone. You can direct traffic and eat donuts entirely in the buff.
Maurice, this kind of immoral behavior is exactly...
2,5. Пойдет. 3-3, 2, 1, 8,5. Да ну, нормально, нормально. Ой, надеюсь, это не реклама всяких там.
I had a revelation when I was in holiday. I was very constricted. Then it hit me like a slippery fish. Clothes are plain wrong. When you're born, you're not wearing any clothes. When you die, you're not wearing any clothes.
I'm going to have to interrupt you there. What if you die at work? What if an enormous piece of machinery falls on you while you're working?
Clothes lead to immorality. Nudity stops people from fighting. Have you seen an issue of National Geographic lately? People around the world are nude. You don't want to shoot a machine.
Подожди. Надо действительно немножко закинь звук потише, самый малость. Да успеешь ты, блин, ежик. Не до тебя. Конопля ты бегающая. Отключи. Так ты не вовремя, конечно, со своими, блин, скинь. С кем я тебя когда? Опять я русский старый. Я все равно английский не знаю. Ой, меня сейчас захотело.
Yes, I am a mom. My kids are very special. So special, they go to special classes. Now, I teach my kids history to give them perspective. Last night I was telling them about how Magellan sailed around the Strait of Magellan and met some friendly natives that gave him supplies. Then he had to kill all of them. And that's an important lesson about life. If you look at nature, you'll see many species that eat their children to protect them.
Вот почему не сделаешь.
Что хорошо летим. Хорошо летаем.
Доброе утро, Вьетнам. А, это на вертолете надо лететь.
Tommy! What, Ricardo? These idiots, they're always trying to screw you. That's the problem with this business. What do you think you're doing? These pricks have failed me miserably. Soon any mom and pop will think they could sell Gallo in Vice City. What next, huh? The stinking mafia? That gang place is a fortress at ground level. So Quentin here, Quentin! He'll fly you over the area. Eradicate them! What do you think you're doing?
Son of
What are you doing here? Hey, I've been asking around. It's obvious that Diaz jumped the deal and iced my brother. And he'll kill you too. I can take Diaz.
No, listen to me. I'll handle Diaz. He's beginning to trust me.
А, Хейли. Хейли?
Верта.
Хейли. Хейли.
Ну, так, это сокращенно.
Просто могу стрелять, вот стрелять.
Кстати, там М62.
Toilet paper. Napoleon, Stalin, Attila the Hun, all of them. After you read my book, you will understand.
Что-то как-то странно, 3 пули всего улетело. Во-во-во.
Calm down, please, my friend. Divorce rates are up. Standardized test scores are down. Vampire sightings at the mall. Can the family be saved? Or to put it another way,
вон они сверху. По бочкам.
Since I'm a happily married mother, I know the family unit is the basis of all society. Even when my husband is working late or away on an extended business trip to Hawaii with secretary, I understand.
Так, давайте-ка немного сделаем тут крупнее. Делаем где-то вот так.
Well, I like to compare it to nature. After all, it is one planet, even if we do just want to maim and kill each other, especially me. Now, look at sharks and sandworms.
Тачка слева.
Criticizing people is biology. You learn so much from nature. People these days, they don't grow their own food. They can barely get out of their recliners and make it to the supermarket. I tell you, there is nothing super about that place. Kids these days don't know how to preserve and can their own food. No wonder all they want to do is play video games or hang out with their friends. What is it, the degenerate?
Бочка.
Нет.
Imagine a flabby guy with a ponytail and a nasty rash. You'll get the picture.
Imagine it. I'm married.
Anyway,
what was I saying?
You were discussing the Degenitron, which I understand is a games machine. Then you swore.
I'm sorry, it makes me so
mad.
I mean, what I heard my son, Patrick III, I heard him using slang words in the house the other day. Rad and cool.
Asshole. Going down.
I beat him within an inch of his life, and he will never make that mistake.
Okay, go news from here.
О, сейчас будет здесь жопа.
I've got children, you know. Please, this is really important. It's about the family. Look, look. Nobody knows how to cook anymore.
Не это. Иди вот в этот дом.
Я вас не вижу.
Все.
Я, кажется,
Шары отстрелил. Сверху, вот тут над тобой. Разворачивайся вот сразу. Смотри внимательно. Он выше. Куда ты пошел? Он сквозь пол прострелил. Вон он сверху стреляет. По лестнице поднимайся, вон там дальше.
Вот это вот что? Опять.
Светильник, ёпты. Ай. Забирай. Охраняй.
Все вообще-то. Что там охранять? Там нечего охранять. Так.
Чекпоинт.
Оперный театр опять полетел. Другие миссии же заодно повыполняю.
Ну там скутер вызывает. А, бежать не надо.
We interrupt your programming to inform you all bridges in the Vice City metropolitan area have been reopened. Hurricane Hermione has not hit the city. Sorry for any inconvenience. We thank you for your patience. Now, back to the show.
Next time he comes home late, smelling of cheap perfume.
Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how.
Я почти разбился.
12 хп всего лишь потратил.
У меня была еще вообще-то броня.
You've been enjoying Pressing Issues, but as is normal, you can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon here on VCPR, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash.
You know what's so...
Еще быстрее мог бы разбиться совсем.
Если бы на PCJ был, точно разбился бы. PCJ, мотоцикл спортивный, не который байкерский.
Isn't it pleasant to have a patronizing voice on the radio?
That's right, Michelle. With the way things are going under Reagan, at any moment the unwashed Huns from the Midwest could descend upon Vice City and enslave the poets and postal workers and force us to watch network programming.
That is a frightening thought. But like many things in life, you can throw money at something and feel better about yourself. VCPR is your public radio station, but you have to open your wallets.
That's right. If you pledge at the $1,000 level, you'll get...
Shut up and take my money. А ты заглядывал в верхнюю часть номера, нет?
Этого сейчас ничего нету.
Почти. Ты башков пособирал, значит, уже есть.
Нет, у меня там всего-то чуть-чуть. Надо...
Useless, talentless. You're correct. He is an asshole.
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent isn't on commercial networks. These people do it for love, because they have integrity, just like me. We're back with pressing issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public radio awards in the Vice City area, including Best Voice. On this show, we take complex issues and boil them down to simple ones so you can understand. On this...
Да, никого нет.